live.
Yeah.
Woo!
What's good, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray.
And it's your homeboy wordplay, TJ.
And it's your better homeboy. It's your better homeboy. What do we call me on the what do you call me on the MAs, on the music advices? You can call me G Money. You can call me G Money.
And this is the No Rhyme or Reason podcast, where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all.
G Money in the building.
I'm gonna set off horns in post. I'm gonna set off horns in post.
Yeah, this is a very different setup, right? Like, because we're not used to. Well, it's been a very long time since we had a third person
that wasn't a prepped guest.
Yeah, on the show, and it's awkward because the third person also has control of the edits. So
I'm gonna be the one looking good in the video, just so y'all know.
Right.
Yep.
If y'all missed it in the video last week, which you should go check out on the YouTubes, there's some amazing footage work being done, cut work.
Yeah, great job.
Editing.
If you like them getting bullied, you should go watch it.
Facts.
All right, so I feel like the last episode went really well, and so it's really time for us. I don't think everybody got an opportunity to hear it. So if you're hearing this, go back and listen to the first one first. Not the first one, but like 122. Go listen to 122, and then
far ways away from one.
Yeah, come back.
Come back
to listen to this one, so we can get into the first topic, which is Nipsey Hussle is receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
As he should. As he should.
What happened to your sound effect? It was present, but then it was not as present.
I think it tones down after a little bit.
Oh, they hating.
Very much so. But it was applause for Nipsey. I think that's cool. My only gripe, I think, is my same gripe with Juneteenth stuff, which is when powerful Black people are doing things of a certain nature, I do feel they should get their roses way earlier in regards to stuff like that. I mean, he probably would have inevitably gotten one, but the whole thing just feels a little, just a little grain of salt on either way. Like, I like it, but
I think because of the legacy of the award in and of itself, it's for people that have longevity. And Nipsey, even though he's great, right, he just hadn't proved that longevity yet. He didn't get a chance to.
No, but he will. Or I'm not even so much that he will, but I think he did, because his mixtape career, before charging $100 for Crenshaw, which is one of the most genius things that he did, he was solidified. I mean, like, it was in that realm of, I think, like what Drake kind of used to be to me. For like the street talks, or is that T.I. Jeezy wave? When we're listening to trap music, Trap or Die, all of those different mixtapes, like that was Nipsey's vibe, except he was the same person. It was still positivity and good LA vibes and building up the community, just doing the things that like solidify somebody like him, to where Crenshaw wasn't a mistake. Like, they don't just buy it for $100 if you ain't already been cooking. That's why Victory Lap, I think, sounds a lot to me in epicness like Crenshaw did. And once again, for 2 weeks in a row, shout out to 1500 or Nothing and all the other producers that were a part of that album.
Even though I still think that, like, he deserves it, it's just the award is for is usually for folks that are in the game more than, I don't know, 20 years, something like that in a particular round.
Yeah, true that. I do think he would have got there though. I'm just kind of like saying this as like the post I always say that word wrong. I feel like you just have to like jump into the word posthumously. Posthumously. See that's why I thought you had to jump in. So I think that kind of stuff
is a double Dutch word.
You either in or you out. You gotta jump in. But that's always my gripe. Is it's just kind of a weird thing, and it's not even like a big gripe. It's just one of those things that I kind of notice. We noticed that with a lot of people recently, but it's
yeah.
But shout out to them. Shout out to the fact that Nipsey Hussle is getting a star, well deserved. And the marathon continues.
Agreed. This next topic though.
Is it the tuna one?
No.
No? Oh, okay. They gotta wait for that.
Yeah, I gotta wait for tuna.
Yeah. Got hold up for tuna. That's a weird preview. So
it's a hook. They're gonna be hooked in now.
So we can't
you have
really
to watch the rest of this episode
to figure out what we mean.
Watch to the end to learn about tuna. All.
Like, comment, subscribe.
So thinking about the next topic, we're on the 2021 freshman class for XXL. And I didn't even realize that the freshman class was still going on. That's how elderly I'm starting to become.
It's just not relevant anymore. I feel like they're putting rappers and artists that we've already known about for a while now onto this XXL freshman list after a year or two of them being relevant. And I just feel like the XXL list should be for those that are just coming up and we don't really know about them, Because like the XXL is not going to bring any more like clout to these people that already got millions of streams,
Yeah. But the hard part is that I feel disconnected, even though they are popping, right? Like they have their own popularity, they have their own fame, and plenty of people are talking about them, right? But like to even comment on them, which we'll do next week, we'll have to go and listen and actually like kind of form some opinions. That's how disconnected at least me and Joe are from this.
And this is why we're telling y'all to come back, because it's going to reward you with old guys listening to new music and seeing what it's all about.
Old heads listen to new age music.
Facts.
Yep. That's the title.
That's the
clip.
Yep.
The other thing that I think the XXL freshman list is doing is it's kind of just creating viral sensations, because there are people on here who don't have any music.
Yeah.
Who don't have a single out.
Wait.
When you get to it, you'll get to it. We'll wait till next week unless you want to do the names now.
No.
It's just industry planting, Doug. It's really just getting to that point where they're just industry planning. It's getting way more prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
What?
Not a single, no album, no mixtape.
Dang. Now TJ got to wait too.
Oh man, come on.
All bus.
Dang, TJ, you're gonna have to wait for the next podcast to watch it.
I just
along with all the viewers that need to watch the podcast as well. Check us out on all your podcasting listening devices, and cheers.
The first, what are you drinking?
Oh man, sponsor us.
The first few moments are just straight up just like promo for previous episodes. And later
way,
in this episode,
if you haven't subscribe down below.
Hit the like.
Yeah. Let's get some, sponsored by me. Sponsored by TJ. Sponsored by Icarus. You know.
What do you think? What do you think is going to be the vibe of this overall class? What do you think their vibe is?
Let me look at this photo real quick. I'll tell you.
I feel like the vibe is going to be a lot of city girl, city boy, yeah, type music. That's my guess. As the vibe is going to be. And what I mean by that, that's not like a diss or a shot. Just kind of, we out here living. What's the point in relationships? I get my money, and then they gonna do one of these folks is gonna have a summer anthem about how somebody hurt them, and now they got to go out and get the bag. And Drake is gonna feature on somebody's song if he hasn't already. And then about 70% of the list will not do an album. Is my guess.
Yeah. I mean, just looking at like the names of them and considering I'd be like up on Instagram all the time, looking at these new rappers. I don't know, man. There's a couple in here that I do think will kind of get more like into the industry. Like, how do you say her name? Coi Leray. I feel like she's gonna get somewhere. Same with Pooh Shiesty. Ever since Gucci picked him up.
Mm-hmm.
He finna get it back in blood,
Facts.
With that southern accent, I'll be honest, Pooh Shiesty's probably my top person on this list, at least as of right now, just because I feel his voice is, his accent gives him that that differential between other rappers, but also Gucci picked him up. So I mean, like, how much expendable money they got. Yeah, exactly.
And he's the only person on his squad.
So I actually know about Tusi. And I've heard of Coi Leray. I've heard of Ruby Rose in like randomness, but
42 Doug, I heard of. Like, I listened to some of his stuff. He got some stuff with Sada Baby and
Tusi, I don't know will last that long, but simply because of the genre.
Yeah.
I just have a hard time believing that, like, started off with what the Tusi slide, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just know that genre from working with Big Moochie, who's the king of line dancing.
Moochie.
And
we're doing a lot of cheese.
He's seen line dance folks come and go, and they try to transition out of it, and they don't make that transition.
I don't know one that has. I mean, did we ever get the Casper slide part 2, or did DJ Unk walk it out outside of the remix?
No. And that's the thing is that, Moochie, shout out Moochie if you're listening. He's talked with them all and had relationships with everybody that's been in and out of the game. And basically everybody tries to pivot to like R&B because that's the main audience. And they can't do it because it's kind of like one hit wonder, but worse,
Oh man, it's the most containing box of all boxes, because if that's what I hear you for, like if I hear Cupid Shuffle, like Vic had other songs, but he will probably forever be known just for Wobble.
Yeah. So one hit wonder, like you get that one, you got to get 2 to start to get them to think that you're not just that one off. But then you got to have 3 and 4 to solidify yourself. Mm-hmm. So it's always a proving ground. The same thing with first album, second albums, third and fourth, right? You have that same thing, and then once you get to your 5th album or your 5th single, then you got a solid brand that you can rock with.
I'm just glad I never created a dance because that even halts people that had good careers kind of before that. Like
I tried it.
Man, I tried it once. It just didn't go anywhere.
Wait, hold up.
I tried it.
Explain, dog. Because
all right.
What you mean you tried? Hold up.
This is a little background for folks that don't know. And Joe might remember this. I don't know if he does or not. This is about the time that Joe and I weren't speaking a lot. But I did this song. And the song was called The Wiggle.
Oh shit.
No.
The Wiggle.
The Wiggle.
I don't have it.
Oh, man.
My brother probably has it somewhere.
We're
My
gonna need to
uncle
get
probably
that.
has it somewhere.
Listen, tell him to email Gary.
Look, I was about to say you got till Sunday when I start editing this.
The Wiggle. That's all you need to know. And
What about you, Joe?
Ours was it's called Do My Dance. There may be YouTube footage of it.
Shoot. All right, I'm digging deep.
Oh shit.
These fans are getting what
Garrett's
they
gonna
deserve.
find that.
And it was in the like that the Soldier Boy dance, like in that era.
God.
So you're like trying to create like a dance that's like not an original dance. You just adding all the dances of the times together.
You got oversized shirts on, or?
We definitely had oversized shirts.
Oversized shirts. Oh my god!
Oversized shirts was a thing when we were in our first group together.
I remember seeing one of your videos, TJ.
Yeah, we wore oversized shirts in our first performance, and they were all airbrushed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think my biggest artist though that I'm looking forward to. I think I could drag a photo for you guys in the chat. Biggie Cheese.
Biggie Cheese. I'll put it up on the screen.
Yeah, put it up on it. Yo, hardest rapper I ever heard in my life. You get this man on a cypher, it's over.
So right now the image is on the screen.
I mean, you can't tell me the man don't look like he spit hot fire.
I'm trying to see this. You need a screen share so we can all see.
No, I said it in the chat. You can also click in the chat.
I'm in the chat. I'm in the mix.
Just check out Biggie Cheese. Biggie Cheese looks like he's on a Zoom call.
Look, bro. So imagine.
And has a white background.
Yo, he made a diss track about Chuck E. Cheese for a show.
That's what I'm saying, dog. This man is ruthless. Imagine Biggie Smalls and Kendrick Lamar, Biggie Cheese. That's it. The big kahuna. Like, the man's got it all.
Wow. What have we gotten into? What is this show anymore?
You messed up letting me get up on here.
Speaking of cheese.
I ain't smiling, dog.
Subway sandwiches.
It's getting fishy. And we ain't talking about your girls, dog. All you viewers out there, we ain't talking about that. We talking about fake tuna. Real shit.
Yeah, so let's...
Trapaholics mixtape.
I have no idea why this
became a thing. Where did you get this?
Let me move Justin Bieber dreads out of the search. Here we go.
Dreads out of the search. We're not there yet.
We're not there yet. Lab analysis. This is according to The Guardian. Lab analysis of Subway tuna sandwiches failed to identify tuna DNA. This is the commission's test 60 inches worth of tuna sandwiches, but that's 5 sandwiches, by the way, if you weren't sure. So they're supposed to be a foot long, but they're not really a foot long.
Hold up. So you're telling me that fish got DNA?
Oh,
look, y'all don't want to talk about it, but look, fish ain't even real, dog.
Wait, what?
What?
Hear me out. All right. Listen.
I'm listening.
You ever been in a pond or a lake and seen a tuna? Personally,
No, because they live in the ocean.
that tunas live in streams, dog.
Tunas live in oceans.
Tunas are tunas, but the fact is, you ain't never been in the ocean and seen one, right?
True still. True
Exactly. So how do you know they real?
I've not ventured
How do
out
you
there.
know? How do you know Subway ain't the feds?
Oh no, I believe Subway is the feds.
For sure. You walk up in there, they'd be like, "What you want on your sandwich?" They trying to get that personality test.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
If
It's
you get
more data points.
Exactly.
How
They
can
said
how can Facebook figure out your cheese preference
Yep.
or your toasted,
Yep.
not toasted preference?
Yeah. Yeah. This man just got olives on his sandwich. We gotta terminate him.
Now we gotta
Man's
terminate.
got
We gotta
olives.
take him out. We gotta take him out now.
That was a weird story.
But I mean, like, the fact that they can't even like, they don't even know if it's tuna. Like, because they say down here, it's like, oh, they use so much preservatives and everything. Like, it'd be hard to tell. It's like, dog, I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to eat no mystery meat, dog. Like,
well,
this is not Scooby Doo.
It should be a
go to
pretty
McDonald's, you eat
easy
just
thing to
potatoes.
find. Like, what percent of not tuna are you okay with?
Bro, I ain't a fish man, so I mean, like, at this point, it don't even really matter to me. I'm worried about
water.
I think
I'm worried about our fans that need to subscribe and like this video and keep watching.
I think if I were to choose a percentage of not tuna, I'd probably go about 5.
You know what my percentage is? My percentage is, does it taste good? Like,
Ooh.
I eat McDonald's fries, and those things don't ever mold or age or do anything, but stay the same color as when you dropped them in your seat 5 years ago.
That's crazy French fry DNA.
Bro, we're gonna find out they're not even French.
Man, listen, don't do me like that, Garrett. I don't even know.
Bro, look, all I'm saying is if my fries don't go wee to me, I don't want them. I don't want them.
And y'all know we used to eat the pink stuff, the pink chicken parts.
We ain't talking about that, dog.
It's all fake. Man, it's all the Matrix. You saw what they was eating in the Matrix. They just pumped them with pink juice or whatever the crap it was in the movie. I can't remember.
Yeah,
pink juice.
The goop.
Pink juice.
The goop. And it just I heard that song last week on Friday. It was played at the surprise.
She only want me for my pink juice.
Ooh.
Pause, dog.
I
You
mean,
see a doctor.
You really do need to see that.
Yeah, I was about to
what's wrong
say,
with
like,
you, dog? If you got, oh no,
But that's
TJ, we knew that was a personal song to you. Come on now.
that is not personal.
that was the person.
I'm married.
The hip. Oh, we knew that.
And,
Wait, hold up. You married?
bruh.
Don't do it. That sounded so crazy. But to
Pink
bring
juice.
to bring it back to the topic, you know what's funny about all this food stuff, like the 100%, the tuna stuff? Like half of us don't really be knowing what we eating anyway, unless we literally go to a place where we see it made in front of us. Like they've told us so many things about stuff that we eat, and folks be looking like, huh. Another thing.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's what kind of made me step back when you were like, if it tastes good, you know what I mean? Because it's like, well, maybe that's the sentiment that everybody else has. Like
that is the sentiment. Like if it tastes like what you're looking for, it isn't until like check Kool-Aid, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
It tears out our insides the same way that Coke does.
Oh, for real?
Bro,
but they both taste good.
Damn.
I did not even know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
It's like, it's one of those drinks that over a long period of time is actually really, really bad for you outside of the sugar content that can come in Kool-Aid. Like everything is bad, especially
I can't
my
have nothing no
sister.
more.
I got another like hard hitting fact for you. When my sister got diabetes, they give them this pamphlet. And so for the health nuts out there, I would invest time in looking up these pamphlets or finding out like about what people with diabetes have to do, because all of the fat free 50% less blah 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 is all bull crap. It's not that it's like not less, but the percentages of how much less is not what they advertise.
It's like negligible. It's like
negligible, complete
it.
and utter false advertising in a lot of different ways.
I mean, that's why you see like folks that are constantly drinking Diet Coke and they're still the same.
Diet Coke is worse for you. That
That
sucralose be killing you, dog.
For sure.
And you know that they invented Coke initially to clean batteries or clean something, like before it was transferred into something that we just drink a lot of.
So they were just wasting the Coke?
Mm-hmm.
Take me back to 1920, dog.
I don't know if either one of us want to go back to that.
We're going to get demonetized. We're never going to get demonetized.
Bro, hey,
I say that, and then next thing you know, Garrett's going to be uploading. He's like, TJ, bro.
Hey, bro, why'd the checks go through wrong? What is this?
I have
right.
a random,
Copyright. What will we copyright? Oh,
I did not get paid this week.
I have a random topic to add. So, did y'all know that BTS fans tried to get My Hero Academia canceled?
For what?
For the Twitter account, I believe, of My Hero Academia not wishing one of the members happy birthday.
Bro, just burn the BTS fans. I'm sorry. Dog. It's an anime. Let them go. Like,
what?
It's a whole thing. Like, at this point, I think I just start looking at whatever random headlines pop up on my feed, and it's just
this man
crazy.
went to theonion.com.
Yeah,
I'm adding a slide for this one, just for Garrett.
So, Joe, when are you getting your anime podcast back up?
We are back up. We have 2 episodes currently, at least from last week, but we'll be recording this week, and you will see us on Wednesday and next Saturday in our usual time slots, breaking down some good old anime.
And when you say us, who are you referencing?
I am
the viewers out there.
Myself, Icarus Gray, my wife, the executive producer, Prima Diva, and any guests that we have coming in at that time. You've seen people like Zonitsu and my other friends who I give anime names to. TJ has not been on the podcast yet.
You're gonna have to get me on that podcast, man. I just opened up a Verve account again. You already know.
Double the bag. But yes, so
how can I hold out for the bag? This is like my best friend since
the inception of whenever I started watching anime. But
that's crazy.
So it was a whole thing. And it's just crazy that BTS tried to do that. But yes, shout out to Gray Area Anime, which is all on all of your streaming platforms. Eventually, sometime this year, I'm still working on it. We will also have a YouTube component, which will go up on the Icarus Gray YouTube channel, which you can subscribe and like and comment and all that stuff.
Yeah,
hey, TJ,
I'm forcing everybody on the label to do YouTube.
Yeah, hey TJ, we got to kick this man off. He's self-promoting. He's self-promoting right now.
Right. He did that the whole last episode, though.
Oh, yeah. I was in there everywhere.
Shame.
This is the day and age that we're in, man. Like, you should really go listen to Jam. Like, because if you not your jam, then I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Yeah, there we go.
You don't live your life like you're a number one hit. I don't know what you're doing.
This is turning into the promo episode where we can't even promo what's at the end for actual promo because this is the promo.
You're correct. I mean, we could do it now since we are promoing.
Subscribe.
Like.
Yeah, let's do it now, man. Let's do it now so we have no more promo.
Hit the bell so you get notified for everything that we do.
So
Minecraft videos coming soon. Very soon.
This video is sponsored by the
Skillshare.
The beat tape called Divine, out now on Spotify and every other musical DSP by
that's all me.
TTP.Gary.
That's gonna be infill for the horns. Yeah, you know what it is.
Fix our sound effects.
We do. We have to also talk about what sound effects we want. Because speaking of, if you have any suggestions,
I don't want their suggestions. Viewers don't control anything over here.
You hear that, guys? TJ don't really care. TJ don't really care. He's in it for the bag. That's it. I'm really here caring. I'm here for the people. You feel me? I'm here for the people. You gotta feel me, right? Yeah. We changing it. We changing it up. This ain't wordplay TJ word advice. This Garrett Sanchez music advice. Yeah.
Matter of fact, this is the segment. Garrett, give them your music advice for the week.
Music advice for the week. Hold up. I'm going to get the advice, dog. Hold up. Just release it. You heard him, dog. You heard him. Just release it. Just release it.
Your sound effects sound way low.
Let's see if I can turn them up.
What
else we got on the docket?
We got Kendrick Lamar. Is he going to put out an album or nah this year?
Yes. Not this year, though.
I don't think this year. Well, I don't know. He might put out something, but he's not going to put out an album. Unless he pulls like an Untitled Unmastered on us again, but I don't see that happening.
See, anything that's dropped in the fourth quarter is going to be like totally overlooked.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be like a flash in the pan. Third quarter is usually a good time. But third quarter, fourth quarter is a no-no, right? Because that's what October to January, December.
Well, yeah, but then you got to remember, like, it's Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, and I mean,
like, really, any time of year could work for him.
It's going to happen in September if it's going to happen.
Yeah, I see that.
I see like a fourth quarter single drop.
Okay, yeah.
And if he drops fourth quarter single, and it really don't matter when he drops this single, we're going to talk about it because that's all he has to do. Or he's going to cold it and maybe I drop something. Maybe I show you a picture, and it's going to be like 3 weeks before the album comes out.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to wake up one morning and it's going to be like, I don't know, 6 a.m. and it's going to be like Kendrick Lamar dropped at midnight last night, a secret album.
Untitled Unmastered. Just like how he did. Yeah. I can see that happening, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Because, I mean, I feel like he's been working on an album. Because, I mean, like, look how long it took for Damn to be done. He always puts his work into it, but he never, like, really promotes it.
And I mean, we're only
does he have to at this point?
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. is like, because what was the album? I think it was Untitled Unmastered, where he blacked out his whole Instagram, deleted everything, and just, it dropped. He didn't say nothing until like a month after it dropped. Like, it was crazy.
Well, only 4 years, removed from Damn. And then
It's been
That was a
that
good
long.
concert.
mm-hmm.
That was a really good concert.
It was. Oh, you went, TJ?
Yeah. When
Damn.
Trinera and I
did.
went, I met.
Damn.
She bought tickets to that concert, and we went.
It was good, man. He's smaller in person.
Yeah, very tiny.
For real. Although I can't speak, I'm 5'7". So
we were pretty far from the
Butterfly
stage, and trying to see him was.
I ran up, like I ran up like to the bottom. I was like seated like way up, way up in the like back, and I just said nah. So I just yeeted past. I got onto the floor. I said, "Damn, this is crazy. He's popping up right here. He's popping up right here. He's doing kung fu over here. Like, can he chill? Like, bruh, it's crazy. Nobody showed up for. I don't know how y'all say his name, but Drum. Nobody showed up for him. That shit hurt my heart.
He just renamed himself.
He did Shelly now.
Was he?
He just dropped the.
Shelly.
It's Shelly, and he just dropped his. He actually dropped his album earlier than expected. I think it was earlier than he was gonna because of his mom passing, and he wanted to kind of dedicate it. Yeah, it is. It's pretty good. I mean, that man can sing. That's the thing. Is like people don't appreciate that he's actually got like vocals.
You know what's crazy about these newer artists? Because what we're talking about is Kendrick dropped Good Kid, Mad City 2012.
Woo.
To Pimp a Butterfly was 2015.
His best album.
Damn is 2017. Like, I think he's still in that, realm of creating and dropping something big. Also at TDE, they don't really rush records.
Mm-mm.
What would you rate his records? Right, like my order is right now: Damn, Good Kid, To Pimp a Butterfly.
Ooh, wait, is that going like top to bottom or bottom?
That is
like
top
best
to bottom. That is best.
So like, Damn is at your top?
Yeah. Even though I feel like they're all great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like that's where I would rank them.
You got your rank there?
Yeah, I'd say that. Joe, you go first. This is hard.
I got Good Kid, Mad City is the number one for me. Probably second is To Pimp a Butterfly, and then Damn, only because I have not listened to it all the way through.
You haven't listened to Damn all the way through?
This is the thing I got fussed. If you listen to the podcast, you will know Joe does not have a lot of these streaming services.
Okay.
TJ offered it to me, like, I think on that episode. He's like, man, you just got to go get a free trial. And then I was like, okay. And then I never
just put Spotify on your computer.
Oh, yeah.
That's super free.
Super duper free.
No ads.
And now I could just go on YouTube because they have
I'll put the link in the chat.
Yeah, listen to it like top to bottom and then bottom to top, because it's like, he does his flip it and the story's different thing,
Man, I love the story, like the way Good Kid, Mad City just plays upon itself is the reason why it's my favorite album.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like that story that we can kind of all, it's taking Boys in the Hood, making it modern, and then connecting it to everything that even us here kind of go through.
Yeah.
Like it might not have been as loud as the gang wars, so on and so forth, but that's a summer for us. And so that's why it pictures in my head differently. And then To Pimp a Butterfly is one of those where he's so honest that it's hard to listen to because it's so honest. Like it literally makes you look at yourself from you. Man, listen.
Deep.
Well, I guess that's why. That I don't know. I have to say my listing would probably be. It would be To Pimp a Butterfly at top.
Mm-hmm.
Then it would be Good Kid, Mad City. Then it would be Damn.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So
We all got
basically, yeah. To Pimp a Butterfly is at my top because that's what really like. I was getting into like making music kind of before that dropped, and then that dropped, and it like that's the reason I'm doing music. It's because of that album. I feel like it gave me that like, yo, music don't gotta be just music. Like this is a whole ass message, a whole ass story, whole ass like real events that are going on right now that need to be addressed, and he's addressing them in a form of poetry and music mixed into one. You know,
Yeah.
it's what's the how much a dollar really costs?
Oh.
That one hits me. That one hits me. I did a whole report, like a whole like 4-page report on that for school. On that.
My number 2 is Section 80. I lied. Section 80 is my number.
I felt bad leaving that out.
I got it. It's an album. They released it because that was their like the 4 mixtape releases because it was Section 80, Control, Absol, and I can't remember the other 2 for J Rock and Schoolboy Q that came out like no. Schoolboy Q's was my head hurts, but they just all released like these. They were albums because they were released under the CD and you can find them on iTunes. And then Good Kid, Mad City came out, but Section 80 is my number 2 because I can run that backwards and forwards. I wanted to do the whichever freestyle that was. I can't remember the beat right now.
Yeah,
Backseat freestyle.
No, that's Good Kid.
No,
Mad
that's
City.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Section 80 had like this.
I remember
fire beat.
Was it him and J Rock?
Don't have me lying.
Oh, you said Section 80. Sorry.
Spiteful Chant.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Fire beat. But yeah, I think if I had to predict anything, we're getting a Kendrick single in the end.
Yeah, I'm still early. I think we'll get a single in a few weeks and we'll get an album by September.
I want what you're saying to happen.
Yeah.
My heart is telling me different.
I don't know. I mean, it's like I don't want to rush it, like be like, oh, he needs to release something. He needs to release something because, Kendrick is like crazy with his art and craft. So if he wants to take a little bit longer and puts out something quality that's, a longer album like he usually does, then
see, but that's the thing is that I think about like our label and the way we release. Like we don't sit on records. And I think that if we did, we would approach it in a different way and we might turn out better work. If we sat on records and after we had the records and lived with them for a little bit, then we'd just put out better work. And that's what I think Kendrick does.
Yeah. We need that capital though, because they were high production. So you're not wrong in how we're doing it. Because they got to the points where after they were putting out all of their mixtapes on a yearly basis or whatever, that once, like I said, Section 80 and those other albums hit, they got to sit while they were creating Good Kid, Mad City. Dr. Dre was working on that album. They didn't rush that, from Section 80 came out. Well, they were probably already working on all of this at the same time because Section 80 came out 2011. And like we said, Good Kid, Mad City came out 2012. So
that's why I have a feeling that all the records, most of the music was there.
Mm-hmm.
It just probably wasn't mixed and mastered yet. You know what I mean? Like it was all recorded. It was just sitting around.
But I also think he gets in a different bag. Like his writing ability is interplanetary. Yeah, it's immaculate. So yeah, I think mostly what they did was he'd been writing this. That's the debut album. So he's been writing that album his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that one is always going to be the best one. It's the same way that I think that I'll always tell you that Coke bottle glasses hits different. because for me that was like the first like album, TJ album that I like took into my brain.
Yeah.
So you know, Breakfast and Biggie and all of those songs just hit different, and I feel that same way about him in their creation process. And so all we have to do is keep doing what we're doing. When we get that hit, we're gonna be, you know, like Kanye and them out in Omaha chilling, like we ain't got to rush because we know that they're waiting for us. That is still something that is out here that can be done, that can exist, contrary to the, you know, the microwave, the fast food music type industry that we're living in. There are people you still wait on. Beyonce ain't got to rush out no album.
That's like rushing out fake tuna.
Ooh.
Bars.
That's how you end that.
Yep.
That's how you end a podcast, my dudes.
Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, wait, are we ending? Is this the end?
Yeah.
And in the end, it doesn't even matter. So,
all right,
make sure you. Yeah, man. Oh, don't make me sad. We could have just. Another time we'll talk about the love of Linkin Park.
Yeah.
But be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe. No Rhyme or Reason podcast. We got a smart URL in the podcast annotations, and these annotations that will take you to wherever you're listening and or watching us. Make sure you follow us, human beings. You can follow me at Icarus_Gray.
And me at Wordplay TJ, Wordplay TJAY. And
you can follow me on Instagram at http://gary.gif. I'm not going to pronounce it GIF or GIF because I know y'all finna get mad in the comments. So, you know.
Ooh.
Are we going to talk?
Real debate. Leave it down in the comment. How do you pronounce it?
How you pronounce it?
Yeah. That's how we know you got to the end of this podcast.
GIF or GIF.
And be sure to be expecting us to break down the XXL Freshman list and so much more in the next episode of No Rhyme or Reason.
Yep.
Dragon Ball Z voice.
You got to do the ending.
And we'll see you guys next time. A 1 and a 2 and peace.
Peace.